K-Max for Anthony. Who was the worst guest you ever had on Opie and Anthony? My memory goes back to Paris Hilton. I don't even think Chrissie could make her interesting as an interview.
There were two. Paris wins by a nose, I think.
No
worst?
way. What
yeah.
happened?
She was just vapid, terrible, not forthcoming with, I mean, anything. Not like, and it wasn't even like, hey, the sex tape, hey, the, literally just any questions about her life. She'd be like, well, I'm opening a new store. It's hot.
What year was it?
She just blurred out her catchphrases. And I'm like, could you just please be a person?
Not a real person.
Yeah, she really got mad because I was getting so pissed off. And Jimmy was laughing his ass off because he could see I was getting frustrated that she wasn't giving us anything. It's a quid pro quo when people come on shows, even someone that at the time especially was considered an A-lister. You just want entertainment for their ability to plug their stuff on your show. That's the quid pro quo. She was giving nothing. I mean nothing. And it was very frustrating.
Anthony can make anyone look good.
We would just hang out and have fun. Yeah, let's talk about anything. She didn't want to talk about anything but what she was plugging, and that's it. Nothing else. We try to get you know how I like a show to be conversational, Chrissie. And she had either a complete inability to carry a conversation, or she just didn't want to do it. And Screech from the late great Screech from Saved by the Bell was a terrible guest. But I think that was more because he was just fucked up and maybe drugs or something. But Paris was just the worst guest ever.
I had just got done rewatching that Paris bit not long ago, and she is painfully inhuman. She has no conversation skills.
No, that's not a person. I don't know what that is.
Her and Lex Fridman could have been very great together.
Was it after her Simple Life shit, or before, or during?
It was kind of right after, I think, Simple Life, and she was going into something else, and but yeah, and her people. She had so many publicists and people, and they're giving you the stink eye because you're not agreeing or you're not abiding by the rules that they gave you an hour before they come in. And I had it with that whole thing.
I mean, what the fuck are you supposed to talk to her about? Like, like dogs, fluffy dogs, pink. I just don't know.
I don't know either. Sometimes they'd book guests and I'd see it on the list for the day and go, oh, fuck.
Why was Screech bad? Like,
what do I have to make out of this? Yeah.
He just didn't. He was trying to be funny, I guess, and he just wasn't. It was frustrating and kind of sad. Here she is.
Porn?
There's a scene in the show where you had community service and you had to kind of clean walls as part of the community service, and the paparazzi is literally 5 feet away,
taking
just
pictures,
snapping photos. Is that irritating, or is that kind of comes with the territory?
I've been doing this for 15 years, so it's been a very long time.
She's out of character.
The community service, she didn't take it seriously, Jimmy. She was goofing around.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I think people would be very mad.
I thought she was
that she wasn't painting the wall properly.
Even community service, you like having a little.
Well, she brought another person. I just want to show her that I saw the show. She brought her assistant, so it was 2 people working on the wall that day. So she's thinking maybe she should get the double time.
Oh, shut up, Opie.
That's a good idea, right?
What was the community service for?
I just have to do some for a little thing.
A little thing.
Yeah.
There's a little possible.
Jesus, really?
Your assistant, by the way,
out of your mind. You're a little too wild, I think.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore? Have you?
I'm so busy. I run a huge brand. I have 17 different product lines. I'm constantly traveling the world, working.
I think I started saying no, you don't.
I'm way too busy.
No more time for complete shenanigans. Or?
No.
I don't know how long.
Lindsay and
Complete shenanigans. You're really, I can tell you're already searching.
I was so pissed because she was like this the whole time she was in there. This takes up in the middle of it or something. And she just wouldn't go. And she's talking about everything that she's done. I have this company, I have that. I go, yeah, but let's be real. You didn't really build the company from the ground up or anything. Yes, I did. She started getting a little belligerent. I don't know.
Oh.
It was just, she does go down as the worst. It's up on YouTube. Feel free.
She's just completely uninteresting.
Legit question. It's not a hey, what about? I'm not trying to get a soundbite. I mean, it's a real.
Look at these people lurking,
question. And the
trying to
show
look
is a
at
reality
Paris.
show. Yeah. So kind of asking about your reality, I think is fair game. I'm not asking in some tabloid way.
She doesn't want to talk about that.
Oh, let's talk about the show.
Oh, she looks so over it.
Why I'm here.
What
Yeah,
are,
she
well,
looks
what are,
like
what
a
are other
bitch. Is she hungover or
hijinks,
something?
you get into in the show?
Was she a crack baby?
You know, every
She's crack
episode,
baby.
you never know what's going to happen in my life. It's very unpredictable.
Your assistant writes porn.
checked out.
When there's a
Jimmy's
conflict
trying
about that,
so
I don't know
hard
how to go there. But it's in the
engage.
show, so I figured I'd ask about it. Did she stay away from writing it? Because I know that she had to make a decision. So what did she finally do?
Yeah, go a little further. She's probably ready to walk.
But you don't
I'm
hang.
married and I'm really happy.
You don't hang
I'm
out
sure
anymore.
this is something her
I'm so
agent was
busy,
like,
I'm
you have to
traveling the
go
world
do
all the time,
this.
so I don't.
Oh, definitely. She didn't know.
Yeah.
From a whole
But Paris, thank you very much
Thank you.
for stopping in, and good luck with the show.
Thank you guys.
Take care.
Have a fun
Bye.
evening.
We're not going to get off the air. We're just talking. So feel free to remove your headphones and whatever.
And get the fuck out. Yeah.
Get the
Like,
fuck
hey,
out of
thanks.
here.
Leave.
Remove your headphones.
Feel free to remove your headphones. Yeah.
Look at this. Is this her handler back here? She already has
Yes.
her purse
It
on.
is.
She's
Yes,
already
it
got
is.
her hand on the doorknob.
Dude,
No,
she's
that didn't go well.
walking around like a fucking vulture. And you know how that always put a damper on talking to any guest when their publicist or someone was orbiting in the studio. And she really put the kibosh on. And I think Paris wanted that anyway, because she didn't want to answer it. She didn't want to be there. She wanted to sit next to cute little Jimmy Norton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Jimmy.
Yeah.
We took a photo together a while ago. I was going to
You
ask you to
did?
sign if I don't want to bother you.
I don't want to bother you. Ah!
Sure? 'Cause I hate to be more of a bother than I've been already, obviously. Thanks.
Oh.
That's a good shot of us.
Look at that
I
picture.
Look at how
won't
unshaven I am.
Look at poor Roland. Roland in the background, the guy you see up by the door. He's the guy that books everything. And he's now horrified that we're going to ruin things. Because if you ruin something with Paris Hilton, you ruin things with the publicist, and you ruin things with 20 other people that are supposed to come in and do something.
Everyone else she
So,
handles.
yeah, Roland is losing his mind right there that we've fucked up the interview with Paris Hilton.
And gray hair.
Be there
Oh,
from the second she walks
That's a
in.
nice picture, right?
Roland, where did it go wrong?
Roland?
No.
Ah.
Where did it go wrong?
Where did it go wrong?
Oh my god.
Holding the door open.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is so
He's almost
uncomfortable.
swallowing
Out.
his teeth. I mean, it's very.
I'm not
She's
that
being
sad.
trafficked right here.
She looks
Paris.
trafficked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There she goes.
She's like, who the fuck are
Paris.
Oh
these?
my
Out the
god.
door.
Ugh.
Remember to say goodbye to Roland. He's a very
She's
nice
not even
gentleman.
wearing anything
easy.
cute. Like,
Forgot your phone.
Oh,
You forgot
damn.
your phone.
I wasn't gonna
oh
say
my
anything.
god.
Wow.
Oh, God.
That could've
Why
been
did
huge.
Jimmy say anything? We had Paris Hilton's phone.
We've
Yeah.
gone through it.
Oh, man. We
Oh,
could have
no.
fucking
Oh shit.
cracked that.
I bet she woke up. She probably asked her handler if she could cancel. And the handler was probably like, no, you can't. It's day
You gotta
of.
go on. They have a lot of listeners.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it'll be
probably.
good. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk.
Yeah,
I don't
this
want to
sucks
do
to
anything.
see because I like Paris Hilton's trolling work. She really is bimbo power. She's done a lot of really funny shit posting. Like her entire bit of being a bimbo for like 20 years and like the weather report video was funny. She also wore this like scarf that made it so it would mess up the photography that the paparazzi would take of her. She did a lot of like really genius, innovative things that she actually gets no credit for. Like she was one of the first people to stream
She does
music.
shit like this that makes her unlikable.
Right.
I
Yeah,
guess
and but she
I
did
guess it
so
was
much
her
other
day
stuff,
off
so
when
it's
she came in of
surprising.
being clever and nice and funny and unique.
Yeah, that's why it's surprising for me to see this because she's really so clever and she's like so innovative. Like she's the most popular DJ now. Like all the stuff she does ends up being like very far ahead of her time and very low key because of it. So she never like gets credit for it. So watching this is like, oh my gosh, she's out of character. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
she's like really out of it here.
Yeah, she was out of it. That was like pretty much it. Out of it. Just sitting there and we're like pulling teeth and you know, I remember it vividly.